The Antiquarians! Episode 3, Charters of Freedom.
Are you kidding me? What are those?
What, these? Yeah, you're gonna like these. Sam, why don't you fill them in?
These are bug-out bags.
Never leave home without them.
Bug-out bags are a part of who we are.
Leave them here. I'll secure them and they will be safe.
No dice. You see these shiny platinum rings your boss gave to us with the instructions to never remove them from her fingers?
And your point is?
Yeah, well,
These bags are kind of like the cross around your neck, an exception to the rule.
I wear this cross as a daily reminder to take up the cross of Christ. And as a manager of this facility, I write the rules.
Right. You can run these bags through your scanner, but they come with us wherever we go. We aren't budging.
Wait here.
Did you see his reaction?
Yeah, I thought he was going to have a stroke.
don't worry, guys. He's taking this problem right to Starwater, I can guarantee it.
No issues. We'll stand firm. They know we are preppers. If they don't know we carry bags, they didn't do their homework.
Yeah, looks like we'll get our answer.
Place them through the scanner.
All right, now we're talking. Here you go, everybody. Oh, and Judy, you're going to find a little bit of a mod on yours. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Knives? Guns? Bullets? This can't happen.
It's okay. Let them pass through with their bags. They are on our side. Perhaps this is a good idea. After all, we have no armed security.
What? No SWAT team? No problem, Chief. Now you do.
Coordinator.
What?
You called me Chief. I am the coordinator.
Oh, yeah. The coordinator. Gotcha.
Come with me to the briefing room.
Went over better than I expected.
Keeps getting better all the time.
The Charters of Freedom are on permanent display in the rotunda of the National Archives. They consist of the U.S. Constitution, Bill of Rights, and Declaration of Independence. Your mission is to replace these originals with exact replicas. I have someone for you to meet, the historian.
I've studied your profiles. These documents must be handled with extreme care and must not be placed in jeopardy. The Charters of Freedom are more than just words penned onto parchment. They represent a period in human history when mankind chose individual liberty over that of being loyal subjects to be ruled by a king. The ideas of liberty were not new. Philosophers, men like John Locke, wrote that mankind maintained an inherent right of self-preservation, the right of self-determination, the right to choose for himself and live free. The Founding Fathers studied these early philosophers and forged a nation with unalienable rights bestowed by our Creator, not rights bestowed by a king or any government for that matter. These documents gave birth to a great republic, one that began as flawed as anything man has ever devised, the very imperfections that divide our nation today, yet time and time again, these documents have served toward correcting past wrongs, where in each written word lies great wisdom. Combined, they enshrine the mechanisms of freedom under a political system. While today those freedoms have been twisted by perversions to a great degree, the guidepost stands as strong as ever, awaiting to greet future generations who will study them just just as our founding fathers studied those that came before them. Are there any questions?
I can only echo the importance of handling them with great care. Thank you, historian. That will be all.
You are most welcome.
Hey, hold on. That's got to be one of the most well-guarded buildings in the world. What do you propose? We just walk in and carry them out?
The security systems are designed to keep people from breaking in, yet every system has an Achilles heel. Theirs is the failure to think small. We won't even set foot inside the building. Technology will do that for us. As the trainer pointed out, the National Archives is one of the most secure facilities in the United States. In the words of President Truman, this magnificent hall has been constructed to exhibit the charters of freedom, and the vault beneath that we have built to protect them is as safe from destruction as anything the wit of modern man can devise. Those words were spoken in 1953, when the charters of freedom went on permanent display, then thought to be indestructible even from nuclear attack. Security has been upgraded. Temperature alarms, infrared and laser alarm detection, pressure switches, cameras, motion sensors, argon gas monitors, armed guards, all of it focused on living beings and not what I'm about to show you. Removal of the documents will be in 3 phases. Kudor, activate hologram sequence 1.
Phase 1 is accessing the interior vault. In 2001, the National Archives building underwent major renovation that included a complete overhaul of the HVAC system. A large hole, 3 stories deep, was cut into the roof for placement of 4 cooling towers. Several additional vertical HVAC risers were added to improve airflow across 18 levels of records. This vertical riser here is the nearest one to the vault. Your mission is to access the vault through the HVAC system using FLAME, or Fiber Laser Advanced Miniature Excavator. FLAME will be delivered to the roof via drone and will access the top floor through this drainage pipe, making its way to this vertical riser, descending 18 floors until it comes to this space adjacent to the vault. Flame will exit the ducting here, moving to this point, and drill a 2.75-inch hole through 12 feet of steel and concrete to access the vault interior. Flame is fully flexible, drive-by-wire, equipped with an HD camera, suction tube, and silent suspension and track system. Excavation speeds are 6 inches per hour through concrete and 1 inch per hour through steel, slow enough to evade motion sensors. When hole drilling is complete, Flame will place camouflage patches over the entry and exit holes and will rendezvous with the drone for rooftop extraction. Penetrating the vault will take approximately 27 hours. We are in no rush. Time is on our side. This completes Phase 1.
Any questions on Phase 1?
I have one. Are there any cameras inside the vault?
There are motion detectors, temperature and pressure sensors, and a vault door alarm. The only alarm of concern to us are motion detectors. However, we have programmed robotic speeds below sensor wave detection. Kudor, sequence 2.
Phase 2 is the diversion phase to activate a security response that will automatically lower documents into the vault. During the Cold War, that was standard practice during times of tension between the Soviet Union. A rather ingenious design to protect the Charters of Freedom against nuclear attack. Thanks to the American Disabilities Act, renovations of the building included access features to accommodate the disabled. What you are looking at now is a pressurized tire with an interior pouch of white powder. The tire is designed to rupture on signal, releasing a plume of powder into the air. It will be mounted onto a wheelchair belonging to the Tiber River Home for the Deaf and Disabled. Their tour bus is this Thursday at 1 p.m. The tire will be ruptured remotely once the wheelchair is inside the rotunda. The powder is harmless, yet security has been trained to treat it like anthrax and will initiate a lockdown of the facility, generating a hazmat quarantine and law enforcement response. This completes Phase 2.
Any questions?
Alright, but what will happen when they discover that the tire rupture was actually intentional?
Oh, they will question the man in the wheelchair until they discover he is mentally challenged. And when they discover the powder is harmless, they won't have enough of anything to connect the dots leading to anywhere. Kudor, hologram, sequence 3.
Phase 3 is the extraction phase to replace the documents with replicas. Once security lowers them into the vault, they will be isolated until the scene has been cleared, giving us the time we need. This is Caterpillar, a robotic tool that will carry the replicas and remove the original documents. There are 6 caterpillars, one for each document. They will access the vault through the flame hole. These machines require 3 hours to complete their task. Most of that time is spent accessing the encasements and restoring them to an untampered condition, including sealing the unit and recharging argon gas at 40% humidity. The replicas will be unrolled from this cylinder and the documents will be exchanged. The original parchments will be rolled into the cylinder casings. During their exit, caterpillars will excrete a concrete formula to patch both entrance and exit holes into the vault. Provided the color is an exact match, it will be undetectable from casual inspection. Caterpillars will exit through the HVAC and stage in this area for drone extraction.
Any questions in the final phase?
How long until the originals are discovered missing?
The replicas are visually identical. The only way they can be discovered missing is if the parchment were removed, tested, and analyzed, something that would not occur without a reason. One day, that will happen. Our task is to ensure that it doesn't happen as a result of our actions. That concludes the brief. You will go with the trainer to the hologram room.
What are these for?
They are the keys to a Hennessy Venom GT. As extractor, you will need this to get around.
No way. That's the fastest car in the world. Where's mine?
Please pay attention. The keys operate 2 vehicles, the hologram car and the one parked in the facility garage. They are identical in performance and detail.
Sweet. When do we start?
The trainer has all the information here. I will be in the back operating hologram sequencing.
Brother, boys and your toys. I'm beginning to think this is just that.
This is just what?
This. A facility designed for macho men to go save the world. Huh!
Yeah, who else?
Okay, let's get started. Alright, good job landing those drones onto the roof of the archives. We can monitor ingress here, and egress is only a matter of timing. Judy, how do you feel with those controls for the Caterpillar?
I'll manage. It was a lot easier after the 5th try. And thanks for calling me Judy. Hey, I say we ditch the facility names.
That isn't going to happen. Using facility names is intended to get you into the habit of not using real names when working outside of this facility. Just comply.
Oh, great. Now he eavesdrops on everything we're talking about. Thanks, Coordinator. We'll comply.
Extractor, take Curator to the field and stand by. Launch drones on my signal.
Now you're talking. Let's get to the garage and take a spin.
I would appreciate a little sincerity behind the wheel.
Ready here.
I'm past being ready. Let's roll.
Slow down there, cowboy. We're all set.
Traffic route is being uploaded onto your ATD. Go on green light logic. Okay, team, let's get this done.
Yeah!
Okay.
Well, Coordinator, I believe these are for you. Here you are.
Well done. These SACU units will protect the Charters of Freedom for the next century.
Alright, that wasn't too bad for the first time around, folks.
Yeah, it's real cool.
Cool.
This upholds my end of the agreement. Review it before we meet again. This is the battlefield.
Don't tell me Ukraine is about to ignite. Is this World War III?
Far worse. This is the battlefield of information. If the truth were revealed, there would be no more war. Get a good night's rest.